Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good golly, Miss Molly. Welcome to this channel update on that 70s rock fan channel. The third attempt I've had at this today. So I'm boomering the shit out of this today. First one, no video, second one, no audio. Then I realized what the problem was with my laptop, and hopefully this one's working okay. But I thought it was time just to say a little thank you. I want to thank everybody that's supported me and this channel and my radio channel and my shows on Pop Culture Minefield, and indeed all the other shows I've been privileged enough to take part in on other people's channels. Thank you very much to you all, those who have watched, subscribed, clicked the like button, everyone who's in the chats all the time, those who have left donations to help support the growth of the channel, and those do go into things like new equipment, etc. And there's been a lot of people, my good friend Christian and many others who've made those donations. Thank you very much to you all. I really do appreciate it, and I'm so glad to have you along on this journey. The channel is hovering around somewhere around 950 subscribers, and the mystical 1K is within sight. This is on YouTube. We're doing quite well over in Rumble too. And for me, that's not about this 1K monetization thing. This is about the fact that for me, it's a milestone to show that people have enjoyed what I've been doing. That's therefore it's been worthwhile because it's brought some enjoyment to people, and I've certainly had a blast doing it and doing it with you guys in this fellowship when being on this journey with the channel. Thank you very much for being there. I appreciate you all 100%. I see the same names in the chats and the comments and seeing people turn up for shows. I love you all. Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Unlike big channels like Gary Nerdrotic, I don't normally do a lot of, people sent me stuff, videos. But I did get something today, and I want to give a great shout out to supporter Sean Estep, who sent me some stuff. And that wasn't easy, Sean, because I could see what the postage to Canada was from where you are. Here behind the maple curtain, it's hard to get stuff these days. It's like Red Cross parcels during the Second World War for prisoners of war. That's what we get in Canada now. Behind the maple curtain. So he sent me this novel by Greg Bear, one of my favorite authors, who I've done a couple of videos on, Blood Music. Hardcover copy of that. Thank you. I've only ever read this on digital copy, so I'm going to reread it on a proper book. Thanks, mate. Great author. Sadly departed from this mortal coil. He sent me some buttons. Now I have a big collection of buttons. Back in the day, I used to buy them at concerts. When I went to a gig, I'd buy a button and they were on my denim jacket. I had dozens of them, and now ever since then I've collected them wherever I go. I've got some of them on my Latino slant hat back there. This will be added to the collection. These flash buttons. I'm not sure whether you think I'll seem a bit like Ezra. I hope not. But thank you. Really appreciate that. Those will go in with the rest. And a couple of concert posters. The Cure from 1987. Probably at the peak of their commercial success. A band I've been into since their very early new wave days in the late 70s. I think 1979 I had started buying their singles. 78 maybe, actually, could even have been earlier. In fact, it was, yeah. So now I think about it, it's more like 1978. I didn't actually see them in concert till the early 90s, but I have seen them. But yeah, The Cure. And then that marvelous trio, as they were by this time, Pink Floyd, from the 78 World Tour, Vegas gig. A band who, there's many stories, but a band that I didn't see live, and I had a chance to go and see The Wall at Earl's Court, and for all sorts of reasons, stupid reasons, I didn't go. money being one of them. Bitterly regret it the rest of my life, and I've never seen them live to this day, but still one of the most awesome bands ever. So thank you very much for that, Sean. Appreciate it very much, buddy. And thanks to everybody else for all your continued support. We got a lot of stuff planned on the channel. A lot of great content we're working on. I say we, one man band here. But but having said that, I got to thank you. Everybody ever comes on my shows as panelists, and I've got regulars, and they support me to the hilt. I love them for it. And all those on other YouTube channels who've encouraged me and brought me on to their shows and allowed me to take part in what they're doing. Again, I thank them all for that support. It really is. There's such great, helpful people out there, despite everything we would think. But yeah, so the latest is the series of videos that started on Pop Culture Minefield and my show yesterday there with Derek Wilkinson of the Rock and Roll Rowdies, which is a group of veteran tour managers who've worked with all the big names in the business, including the Pink Floyds and Genesises of this world, the Dios, the Foreigners, all these other great acts that these guys have worked with. Derek will be on my channel on Monday on It's Only Talk and Roll, continuing his chat about his career. And then the following week, it'll be Alan Grange, who's, again, got a fantastic resume. These guys perfected, or were part of the invention of modern rock tour management, in the same way that certain bands created modern rock music and rock recording. And then there'll be others of the Rock and Roll Rowdies. We're lining up for shows throughout March and April. We've also got more Canon Film Club content coming and various other great things we're working on for the next few months. So hopefully you'll all be there to take part in that. Until then, thank you again for supporting this channel. It is very much appreciated. Till next time, stay well and keep on rocking.